just calling to see if you doing deliveries right now.
I ain't in the city right now. I'll be back tomorrow though.
Damn.
Yeah, skate back out, but I'll be back tomorrow.
All right, just let me know when you back.
Okay, I got you.
All right, bet. Fuck.
Hey guys, so I'm back with another YouTube video. This video is going to be a tutorial, a makeup tutorial actually. But you just saw me, call my plug and get very disappointed at that point. I'm just, showing all my dance moves because I'm trying to figure some things out. Your girl gotta have the medicine, so
I am like
yeah.
going through it. Oh my
Don't worry
gosh.
about me though. Don't worry about me. We're all good. So, I start typically with my eyebrows. I use a black pencil and I just kind of, where I shade in at is more so towards the arch. Like I don't really do too much because my eyebrows are literally already thick as hell, but I just do like a little fill in. And I just got my eyebrows waxed, if you can see that. If you see me constantly checking my phone, just don't pay me no mind because, like I said, I'm just trying to figure some things out. And I'm easily distracted. And I'm probably definitely texting my man. Okay. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side. And my eyebrows are definitely shaped different because the chinks just kept hating, I would say. I have thick eyebrows. Theirs be thin, but long story short, you're just gonna try to make your eyebrows the same as the other side, and you're not gonna do them too dark. You wanna press lightly into the eyebrow, okay? Do not shove the eyebrow and draw on your face. Unless that's what you want, but that's not the look that I'm going for. So I'm just gonna pin my hair back so we can really get into this look. Today I'm gonna be using Tarte's concealer. I really don't even know what shade this is. I showed it, but I don't remember the number, honestly. I think it's like a medium dark. Not sure. Or just medium. But I'm using an angle brush, and this angle brush is my all-time favorite, okay? So where I start at is always in the arch of my eyebrow, and then I kind of just like lead it all the way to the ends and then work my way to the front. And it's kind of crazy because I kind of do my makeup a little differently every time I do them, because I don't even go that far into my nose bridge anymore. But you live and you learn. Just do whatever floats your boat. And with the excess concealer, you want to just kind of like just blend it in. Just blend, 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 blend. But don't blend too much because you're going to use a different brush for that. Same thing here. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. And just try to match it up to be like the same, I would say. Even though it could kind of be like hard, just don't study too much. You'll get it the first time. And if not, I would say trial and error should be your best friend. You should be practicing over and over and over and over again. Okay, I'm getting out of character. Don't mind me. I'm listening to Jacquees' whole album. I think this album was, I forgot what the name was. I forgot. It's like Simply Yours or something like that. I don't know. But don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I am in full blown character mode. After this, I'm just going to kind of blend them in a little bit more before I go into adding the concealer on top of my eyebrow. Not a lot of people do that. A lot of people actually don't even put concealer on the top of their eyebrow, but I'm definitely one of those people that will put the concealer on top of the eyebrow. Okay, so like I said, I'm just doing the same thing on this side. You just take your angle brush and you kind of just let it like glide across your face. It don't matter how light skinned you look at the moment, your contour is going to fix everything. I promise you. So yeah, I'm just kind of like blending it in still. And this is another step that I would say I don't see a lot of people do as well. Just blend in between your eyebrows and then kind of go back in with the squeegee brush, like your mascara brush. But this is just all blending techniques. So this video is sped up really fast. Not really fast, but it's just a blending video. And this is a concealing blending brush that I have gotten from Sephora. That brush was $32. Okay. Whatever. But I used a little bit more of the concealer on my eyelids because it just wasn't giving enough for me. And like I said, this really is basically all about blending. Like you're going to blend until it's more of a neutral look instead of like makeup. And the more I blend, the more you'll understand what I mean. Okay, so let's get into this Nikita Morph palette. I got this out of Sephora as well. I don't even remember how much it was. I think it was like $97. I was just looking, trying to decide like what colors I'm gonna use, but I'm going for a more like neutral smoky eye. So I'm gonna go in with brown, and I'm kind of just gonna go from the ends to the corner of my eyes and also on my eyelids. I like to create that background look, and this is my background color that I'm going for. So you just want to take your best blending brush. As you can see, I'm using it for my eyelids and for like, yeah, I guess my whole goddamn eyelid. But yes, the secret to makeup is blending, okay? Blending. So this whole video is just going to be blending and getting this color onto the other side, basically. Okay, so now we're on to the other eyebrow. I literally just did the same exact thing that I did to the first eyebrow to this eyebrow. So now what I'm going to do is go into the Nikita palette again, and I'm going to take like, I want to say this is like a darker brown before I use a black. So I went in with like a background color, which is brown, and then I went in with the same brown, but I kind of compacted into the ends of my eyelids to create that more smoky look. And then I went into it with black, not dark brown, but black. And you want to start off light, like dab it twice and then put it on your face and smear it around. And then you should be able to decide and see if you need to add more or if maybe you added too much. But start with less and then add more as you go on. And I'm literally going to do the same thing to the other side. And like I said, blend. And I'm going into the corners because I'm creating that smoky eye look from my eyelid crease. So that's where you see me going. I'm on the outside and then I'm kind of going in a little bit because I definitely want that sexy smoky eye look. Okay, so I was just showing that I was going to be using this white glitter type color, and when I use the glitter for my eyelids, I use a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I overdo it, like overkill real bad. So right now I'm just kind of setting the tone of where I kind of want things to be, and then I'm gonna go back each time and just add more and more because it'll actually brighten it up and it'll actually just look more like popped. Like right now, one of my eyes, the one that I'm doing, it looks way less glittered and shinier and more like popped than the first eye. So this video is just going to be that the whole time. I'm just going to alter it multiple times, add more, and then, you know, go back to it. But after I'm done that, I'm just going to go in with my black, and I'm going to use the black on the corner of my eyes, and then I'm going to shade into the glitter. So it creates this like, so basically there's no line to show the difference. You know, you want it to merge and create like a ombre looking type of color, as you can see. But I wanted my smoky eye to be like a little darker, so I'm going to go in with the black a little bit more to create that more like popped look. Because like right now I'm just kind of looking at the foundation to see how dark, how not dark, you know, just to kind of pivot what I want. Okay, so here we are with the finished eye shadow look. I definitely just froze up right there. I did use my spoolie to comb out my eyebrows because, like I said, you want to rub that eyeliner in a little bit. And here you are catching me off guard again because music is everything. And right now I'm just kind of going in with my eyeliner, and I realized that I didn't show much. But it's kind of really hard to do eyeliner on camera. All the videos I watched, they moved away from the camera and came back and it was done. So I didn't do too bad. I definitely went and altered my eyeliner as well because I like my eyeliner to have a certain look. Like I wanted to have a certain thickness. I wanted to have a certain bold look. Like I'll go over it multiple times. But you don't want to go over it too many times because some eyeliners will bulk up, and when you're applying it, it'll dry up bulky, so it'll look weird. But I know that after I put my eyelashes on, I'm definitely going to go back in with it to give it that more defined look. It'll be more bolder. So right now I have them done and realize that, you know, eventually I'm going to go back in a few more times, but just showing you guys how I like my eyeliner done. And I'm gonna let you guys watch the rest of this part. I won't talk too much. Okay, so I'm just putting on my eyelashes and I'm using hair glue. Put them both on and then I went back in with the eyeliner to give it that more bold and satisfying look from my satisfaction. Now you don't have to do it the same way I do it, but these are just my preferences. I had already started with my concealer. I just put it under my eyes, and right now I'm just rinsing off my beauty blender, because at first, you know, you want to wet it and then spray it with the setting spray, or you could just leave it dry and then you can just spray it with the setting spray and then go from there. So this is how I do my makeup. Like I said, a lot of times I switch it up. I don't apply as much concealer. I would say in the summertime I will apply less, but because I would get darker. Simple. But I don't know, just depending on what you're comfortable with and your skin complexion, just go based off of what satisfies you. So I'm just blending and using my beauty blender on my concealer, and then I'm gonna go in with my contour. Now I did my cheekbones, I did my under my eye, my nose bridge, my lip, and my chin, and my forehead. And I kind of connected my forehead concealer with my eyebrows to give it that pop look as well. And again, this is all just blending. And like I said, we're going to jump into the contour, and I'm using Fenty products. Well, my concealer was Tarte. Now I had to learn how to really contour my nose, but I learned from this one girl who would use her beauty blender and kind of like smudge it into her, like smeared it in. And I was like, wow, that's a big difference when you're trying to contour your nose. Like, it looked so much better. So, and I also realized that I stopped using my beauty blender to contour my face. I used my contouring brush. Easier, quicker, and it gave a more professional look, I would say, on camera and off camera. Sometimes when you're using a beauty blender, I felt like it won't really blend, or it won't blend perfectly. Like, the lines will still be there, and you could kind of see it when you see me doing it. It's just that everything is just, it has to be blended perfectly. And don't mind my neck, you guys. I have PCOS, so if you know what that is, then you should know. And you will get overgrown hairs, you will get ingrown hairs, you will get dark spots, you will get it's just too much. Okay, I will kindly just say, don't get on birth control. But back to this video. Again, I stopped using my beauty blender to do this part right here. I will use my contour brush. The brush is more accurate when it comes to the lines for your nose. I wouldn't recommend using the beauty blender, but here I am again using my Fenty products with my beauty blender, and I kind of went in too many times on this eye, but I'm a very, very accurate type of woman, so things have to align. And everywhere I put my concealer is where I'm going to put and apply my setting powder. Now, I'm not the type of girl that'll literally just dab all over my face, but shit, what's the difference from what I'm doing right now? It's just that when you align it with your concealer, it'll give it that more professional look. Now, I'll let that sit for a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with my contour powder, which is also Fenty. And I'm going to use my contour brush, and I'm just going to go in everywhere where I applied my contour liquid. And before I do that, this is my blending brush. So I'm just going to use my contour and just kind of go all over and blend in everything before I apply my contour, because if you don't do that, your makeup is basically kind of going to look caked up. Like, you have to blend in. You have to blend everything in. Like I said, makeup is just a big ass blending masterpiece. Basically. No lines, no blemishes, no caked up, nothing. So this is a specific nose contour brush, okay? I go in and create my bridge, and then I kind of take my brush up into my eyebrow so it can give it that like look. I like that look. And then like I said, it's just blending, just keep blending. And then eventually I went in with my mascara for my eyelashes and just did my big one, and then I'll go in with my eyebrows too, just in case, you know, the color's a little off or not. But then I'll spray my face with some setting spray to set everything together. But before I do that, well, the way I do it now is different from the video. So I would say if your setting powder is a lighter than your face, you will take your contour powder and your blending brush and kind of just like, you know, I want to say spray it away, move it away, all that, whatever the word that you want to use, you want to take that together. So I'm using Rihanna's the Fenty highlighter as well. Now I might be a little extreme with my highlighter. I do a little bit on my forehead, my nose, and definitely my cheekbones and my top lip. And I do it on my chin as well. And I definitely go in under my eyebrow. And I feel like when you go under your eyebrow, it gives your face that set off it girl look. Now you want to make sure that you take your extra blending brush for your eyeshadow, and you just kind of want to like blend in your highlighter and your eyeshadow. So we're setting the face, and I'm just kind of like pressing it in with my beauty blender because I like it pressed in my face. And this was probably one of my last steps. I'm just getting some eyeliner, jet black, and I'm not going actually on my eyeline itself, I'm going under it. So put a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes to get that face rolling. Here I am again applying more and more eyeliner. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, baby. And then I'm just kind of going to go in with my lip liner, outline my lips, throw some lip gloss on, and I'm going to let the rest of the video be for you guys. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe.